Hi Cancer, welcome to your December love reading. This reading is a general reading for those who are in a love partnership already. If you are not in a love relationship or recently got out of one, this reading will not be for you. I have already meditated on your energy. Please use discernment and only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else, as this is a general reading and cannot resonate with everybody. With that being said, let's see what the cards have to say. The first card out for you, Cancer, and your love reading is the Sun. What a beautiful card, what a beautiful energy. As you may know, the Sun indicates a time of great happiness for you or within your relationship at this time. If you have entered this, if you have not entered this period yet, you definitely will between now and the end of December, since this is a December love reading. You and your person could really be enjoying each other's company throughout your day-to-day experience with one another, especially if, the Sun usually does come after a time of difficulty in the recent past, or heartache or pain. The Sun indicates a time of healing. It can be carefree, it can be fun, it can be more lighthearted if it was heavy-hearted before. It really heralds a time of happiness, and if that feeling of light and fluffy, where it can seem as if even just for a small moment there is harmony and you're fully present in that moment. There's no fear, there's no worry, there's no doubts, just love and happiness, and lightheartedness. So yeah, let's move on to the second card. That's a great card first coming out. The second card that came out in your love reading is the Three of Swords reversed. Again, this is not bad when it's reversed, because that means that whatever heartache you were in before, Cancer, whatever pain and heartache that you have endured in the recent past, or even distant past, with the Three of Swords in the reverse, and with the Sun as your first card out, you have come from a time of heartache and pain. And maybe within your connection that you're in, maybe, because this is showing up in your love reading, it is directly related to your relationship. But with this card in the reversal, the pain and the heartache is starting to lift, and those swords are releasing themselves from you. You could possibly have restored the communication and compassion between you and your person that maybe was concerning a heavy issue that you were dealing with previously. You and your person could, this is just different scenarios, because it is a general reading. It could be that maybe both you and your person were struck with some kind of setback or loss and heartache, and that this is a time for both of you to recover, with the Sun card being here, and the Three of Swords now reversed. I'm definitely picking up for some of you that you and your person have gone through whatever this was recently. It was a pain and a loss that you both endured in equal measure. You love one another. You love each other very deeply, and you went through this together. And now you're allowing the healing to take place, and the swords are slowly lifting and easing the pain. For another group of you, there is an ending and a letting go. Maybe even a separation between you and your person right now. That way you're able to heal. So maybe if you haven't completely severed the relationship, there's definitely, I'm picking up that there's a separation. with the Sun card, and then the reversal of the Three of Swords. So you could be separated, or you decided to sever the relationship altogether, and now you're in that period of healing, and you're able to see a change in yourself now that you've separated yourself from this individual, and the heartache of everything that you maybe went through with the relationship. And if, like I said, if you haven't yet, this is something that's definitely weighing heavy on your mind as far as a possibility of what you're going to do. Yeah, so moving on to the third card in your reading is the Seven of Wands. So with the Seven of Wands, this could be a card indicating a busy time for you and your person. I mean, we have the holidays, the current worldview. Things could just have you both in a place of feeling burdened and on guard for the next setback or conflict in your life, involving your relationship. Because the Sun is here too, you definitely gain some energy and stamina back. So I feel like you do have the energy to fight whatever comes your way next, and to fight your way through it with some vigor. You've definitely been on the defense in this relationship before, be that regarding family drama, maybe a loss of some kind like we mentioned before. Could be financial constraints within the relationship, or some kind of betrayal from a toxic third party that maybe was meddling in your relationship, and it was causing some heavy conflict there. But with this, I don't see that you're ready to let your guard down just yet from whatever that Three of Swords was. Even if you are currently in a more lighthearted, carefree space with the Sun, I don't see that your guard is coming down. Not yet. So the fourth card out in your love reading is the Knight of Swords reversed. So for some of you, if you have been separated from your partner, say, the relationship's not over, you're just separated, you're taking a small break to heal, something happened, and you needed space. Your partner could be wanting to just impulsively rush into something with you, like maybe get back together sooner than you need. Maybe if you're you're telling them, like, I still need more time. They could be getting upset and saying, no, we've had enough time apart. This is silly. We've talked about it now. We've communicated. Everything's good. We should be back together. It's the holidays. They could be trying to rush back into union together when you still need time to heal. And you can always, reverse the roles. So if the roles are reversed, use discernment and flip those if you need to. Your person could be expressing a lot of ideas if you are not separated from your person. They could just be coming at you now that you're both in this space of healing from a loss or some kind of setback or heartache. They could now be just rushing in, like with all this vigor from and stamina and everything that the Sun card has brought, with that burst of energy and that carefreeness, and they're just rushing towards you with all these ideas and these what if scenarios. They may have like an entire box of suggestions for the future. I would just say to you to be cautious of jumping into that energy with them further, or continuing in that energy if it's you, to make sure that that healing takes place, because like I said, you still have your guard up, and the swords are lifting and the pain is lifting, but the heartache and the wounds are still there, and they need time. They're going to need more time. So make sure that you give yourself that time. You know, there's nothing wrong with planning for the future or having dreams. What I'm saying is just make sure that you have made time for a plan and you've cultivated those ideas, not to just rush into it, allowing, you know, that reckless behavior to get you engaged in something too soon, when you should be focusing and going in and doing the internal work for healing and resting. So for others of you, again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to give another scenario. The Knight of Swords reversed is showing up to say it is time now to let your guard down. That you might be tired, exhausted from fighting a battle that is just hindering your healing process. The more you keep putting up your guard, putting up a fight, staying within this energy of conflict and battle and negativity, you know, you're not putting it down and walking away and allowing yourself to heal from it now. You've been in it for too long. So for some of you, you do need to maybe put down your guard at this time. You know, especially if what you've been fighting for is something that had little or like little value, or maybe even was petty at this point. Like, I'm not saying that it was petty in the beginning, but maybe over time, because, you know, everything in moderation, everything has its time. And then that time, you know, fizzles out, and it's like you can't stay in that energy forever. It could be your ego, your pride that could have kept you in this energy longer than you even expected it to. So it could be time to let it go and embrace more of that Sun card energy. Especially if you have been separated from your relationship for a while, and there has been some reconciliation between you and your person. So moving on to the last card in your reading, we have the oracle card that was pulled for you called the Cauldron. It's represented by the number 50. And it reads, when life reveals a path ahead, it is testifying to the timelessness of your creative vision and its potential to benefit others. The first whispering of that go ahead may appear from within or in unexpected ways, such as dreams, insights sparked by a glimpse of something, or words overheard in a passing conversation. The existential green light is a culmination of long gestation period that requires patience and perseverance on your part. Not only has it been a test of your character, it has also reflected the depth of your own self-worth. We become integrated and mature by watching, waiting, and trusting that all these insights and impressions will be added to the cauldron and will one day be fully cooked. Trusting from your core that there is perfection and the timing of all things keeps the cauldron simmering nicely. And as time passes, the fragrance begins to permeate every aspect of your life. Learning to relax with life's give and take without imposing limits or calculating gains or losses creates wisdom, compassion, and the ability to discern what is appropriate even in the most of difficult circumstances. Well, Cancer, this concludes your December love reading. If it resonated with you, please like and subscribe as it does help the growth of the channel. Thanks for watching.